Ever seen a koala and just thought, I need one? Well, what if I told you that these cuddly-looking creatures are hiding some seriously surprising secrets? Get ready, because today, we're diving into 5 koala facts that will totally change the way you see them and absolutely melt your heart. You won't believe what's coming up at number 3. Let's start with a big one. Koalas are not bears. I know, right? We call them koala bears all the time, but they aren't related to bears at all. They're actually marsupials, which means they're in the same family as kangaroos and wombats. Like other marsupials, baby koalas called joeys are born incredibly tiny, about the size of a jelly bean. They crawl into their mother's pouch and stay there for about 6 months, growing and developing in that warm, safe little pocket. It's like a built-in, mobile nursery. So next time you hear someone say koala bear, you can be the smart one in the room and say, actually, they're marsupials. It's a great party trick. Trust me. All right, on to fact number 2. And it's a bit of a fingerprint mystery. You and I have unique fingerprints, right? Well, so do koalas. In fact, their fingerprints are so incredibly similar to human fingerprints that even under a microscope, it's really tough to tell them apart. Scientists have even said that if a koala were to, hypothetically, commit a crime, the fingerprints they leave behind could easily be mistaken for a human S at the crime scene. Imagine that conversation with the detectives. It's a fascinating example of what's called convergent evolution, where 2 completely unrelated species develop similar traits independently. So, koalas have these little ridges on their fingers to help them grip eucalyptus trees, and we have them for, well, holding our phones, I guess. It's pretty wild to think we share such a unique characteristic with these sleepy, tree-hugging marsupials. Okay, are you ready for the one you've been waiting for? Fact number 3 is something that sounds like it's straight out of a bizarre nature documentary. Brace yourselves, baby koalas eat their mother's poop. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's not just any poop, though. It's a special substance called pap. Now, before you get grossed out, there's a very important reason for this. Koalas have a diet that consists almost entirely of eucalyptus leaves, which are super tough, fibrous, and even toxic to most other animals. Adult koalas have special bacteria in their stomachs that help them break down these leaves and digest them safely. But baby joeys aren't born with this gut bacteria. So, for a few weeks, after they start peeking out of the pouch but before they eat leaves on their own, their mom produces this pap. It's a softer, partially digested version of her droppings that is packed with all the essential microbes the joey needs to build up its own digestive system. It's nature's way of passing on the tools for survival. It might sound weird to us, but for a young koala, it's the most important meal of its life. It's a little gross, but also kind of amazing, isn't it? A mother's love, koala style? Moving on to fact number 4, let's talk about their lifestyle. The marsupials are the undisputed champions of chilling out. They sleep for up to 22 hours a day. That's more than cats, more than sloths, more than any of us on a lazy Sunday. But they're not just being lazy. This sleepy lifestyle is another adaptation to their diet. Remember those tough eucalyptus leaves? They don't provide a lot of energy. Digesting them takes a huge amount of metabolic power. So, to conserve as much energy as possible, koalas have evolved to just not move very much. They spend their waking hours, all 2 to 6 of them mostly, just eating. They find a comfy fork in a tree, munch on some leaves, and then doze off right where they are. They're expert nappers. It's a brilliant survival strategy. Eat a low-energy food and then spend as little energy as you can. It really puts our busy lives into perspective, doesn't it? Maybe we could all learn a thing or two from the koala's zen-like approach to life. And finally, fact number 5, which might be the most heartwarming of all. Koalas are surprisingly vocal, and they have a very specific way of communicating. While they can make little squeaks and grunts, the most famous koala sound is a deep, loud bellow. You wouldn't expect such a booming sound to come from such a cute animal. It's mostly the male koalas that do this, especially during breeding season, to attract females and ward off other males. It can be heard from nearly a kilometer away. But what's really touching is how they hug. When we see a koala clinging to a tree, it's not just for a nap. On hot days, they strategically hug trees to cool down. Certain trees, like acacias, can be significantly cooler than the surrounding air temperature. The koala presses its body against the cool trunk, transferring its body heat to the tree. It's a natural built-in air conditioning system. So when you see a koala hugging a tree, it might be looking for love, or it might just be trying to beat the Australian heat. Either way, it's an adorable sight and a brilliant survival tactic. So there you have it. 5 facts that prove koalas are even more incredible than we thought. They're not bears. They have human-like fingerprints. They have a unique early diet. They're professional sleepers, and they hug trees to stay cool. These amazing animals are facing serious threats in the wild, from habitat loss to climate change. Learning about them is the first step to helping protect them. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, so you won't miss our next adventure into the animal kingdom. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.